Okay, so proceeding on with our dimensional analysis. And in this case, I'm doing D, which is 12 feet cubed per second to gallons per minute. Previously, we had worked in C, which was grams per centimeter cubed to pounds per inch cubed. Something to be aware, right? So, this one was talking about volume. This one's also talking about volume because we have feet cubed and gallons are volume. But it's also talking about minute in this case and seconds, which are time. Okay, so let's glance down at our conversion table and let's see if we have any conversions. What were we converting again? So I'll remember, glance back and forth as needed. So we have in this case 12 feet cubed to gallons. So we're going feet cubed to gallons. Do we have a conversion from feet cubed? Well, there's inches cubed. Feet cubed to gallons. Hey, look at that, we do. We have a 1 foot cube equals 7.48 gallons in the US customary conversion table. So that implies that we should be able to convert a little more straightforward than in our previous examples. Okay, so let me just rewrite my formula first though. That way hopefully makes it easier to see. 15 feet cubed per second. And notice there's nothing on the bottom, so you're welcome to put a 1 if you choose to. But we're converting that to gallons per minute. And I'm just going to recopy once again my introductory statement of 15 feet cubed per second. That way it makes it easier to simplify it. And we're converting from, in this case, 1 foot cubed to roughly 7.48 gallons, as we saw on our conversion table down here at the very bottom. Bottom left, I should say. Okay, so proceeding on. Whoop, a little too far. There we go. Might be a little bit better. Perfect. Okay, let's type up our conversion, but let's realize that we can also have 60 seconds equals, once again, 1 minute. This is something we had worked in one of the previous problems, right? If you haven't seen them, highly recommend you watch those videos. So let's see, we had seconds. Here we go, seconds. Seconds to minutes, previously stated. Okay, anyways, finishing up over here or continuing on, depending on the case. Let's see, what do we do now? Okay, we were converting 15 foot cubed per second, and if there's nothing on the bottom, you're welcome to write a 1. There we go, writing a 1 and giving myself more space. Okay, multiplication and then a unit fraction, so just a line to represent a unit fraction. And let me start by converting feet cubed to gallons. And once again, it's feet cubed to 7.848 gallons is equivalent. And we have feet cubed on the top, so therefore we're going to bring down the feet cubed to the bottom. Okay, that means the gallons are going to go to the top, right? So keep in mind. Keep in track which one you're canceling. That usually makes your life easier. So feet cubed on top, feet cubed on the bottom, cancel each other out, and that made my life really easy, right? Okay, we converted feet cubed to gallons. Next is converting seconds to minutes. Seconds to minutes are our multiplication sign and our unit fraction. Keep in mind, you're welcome to use an X for these types of problems. But to avoid confusion, I would highly recommend to use an asterisk or big dot to represent your multiplication. That way you don't confuse it with a variable by accident. Or a unit. Okay, so in this case, 60 seconds per minute. Let me rewrite those out and bring it down. Notice we have seconds on the bottom to begin with. So that means we're going to have seconds on the bottom, right? So seconds, pardon me, on the top. Whew, almost got myself. Since I have seconds on the bottom, they go to the top, so they're equal and opposite and are able to cancel each other out. Okay, so there we go. Minutes go to the bottom. And now since we have minutes on the bottom, seconds on the top, we're able to cancel the seconds. So let's cancel the seconds. There we go. And now we're ready for our final answer. So let's put an equal sign, our unit fraction, and get our calculator to multiply. So literally on our calculator, we're multiplying, let's see, 15 times, in this case 7.48 times 60. In case you're wondering, I'm actually typing using my keyboard. But then I'm going to press enter and I get 6732. And then we can also go, if needed, 1 times 1 times 1 for reference. Okay, but now you can see that it's definitely 1, right? In case you were wondering. So there we go, 6732 for a screen clip on the top, and then on the bottom, once again, we're going to go with 1 minute and a screen clip on the bottom. So remember, everything counts on the top except for the gallons. So we have gallons on the top, and everything counts on the bottom except for the minutes. So we have minutes on the bottom. So overall, we have gallons per minute, just like what we wanted originally, right? So 6732 divided by 1, of course, gives us 6732. Agreed? In case you were wondering.